Hey everybody. I am I'm looking out at the camera over Toledo Bend where it's hot. I've already pushed out the message that it's crazy hot up in Natchitoches. I'll show you how hot it is if you missed that in just a second. Again, when I go on for Tom in the afternoons, I update the 7-day and do that. I do no countdown because that's what Tom does. I do the countdown in the morning to kind of gather everyone in, but here I just babble for a little bit and then you guys all show up. There we go. We've got 8 of you in here. So yes, it is very hot. Not a lot of cloud cover out there. That ridge of high pressure did one last act of crushing the thunderstorms around here. Just not much going on here in Alexandria. We could see those storms off to the north earlier on the Gina camera, but those have since, pretty much weakened here. We had a pretty significant storm up that way. In Monroe, they actually had some small hail, which is pretty crazy when you have this deep of a warm layer and this intense of a warm layer. They had some pea-sized hail and some strong gusty winds. A couple of severe storms down there close to New Orleans on the North Shore as well. And these temperatures currently, it's down to 103 now in Natchitoches. They were at 106 just a few minutes ago. 79 in Monroe. They had that storm come through, and that made a difference. Let's see what the heat index is. Down to 113. So Natchitoches, you're doing fine now, although I'm sure some of you are probably booking a room up in Monroe. Actually, Jared Floyd up in Monroe, he's the chief meteorologist at KTVE for 2 more days. That's his last day. I was talking to him earlier, and he's pretty impressed with how nice it feels up there, and they had pea-sized hail at the station. So pretty crazy stuff to see in late July. We had that storm up there, not really even showing up much on the models, and overnight tonight, I think we stay pretty dry, although, again, unfortunately cloudy because we have that moisture coming in from the east, so I think that's going to keep us from seeing the meteor shower. But if you see any breaks in the clouds tonight, get out, take a look up between 2 and 4 a.m. If you can't sleep, go out and look and see if there's a clear patch. You might see a few shooting stars. Severe threat up to the north, but as we saw earlier, we had a couple of warnings and have a couple more down toward New Orleans, even without a marginal risk in place. So, yes, that does happen from time to time. 97 degrees, 5 p.m. We've hit 98 at the airport, maybe 99. Sometimes you get a little interim where you get a little higher than that, but we're not seeing anything here like what they're seeing up in Natchitoches. We have a couple areas out in the Pacific. I can just kind of take you out there and show you this one way out west and this one offshore of Mexico, not going to impact us, so we will move right along. We have nothing going in the tropics right now. No complaints here apart from the heat. We're going to complain about that. 98 on your porch, Miss Linda, that makes sense. It is toasty everywhere. It's flat out nasty. Scattered storms tomorrow really do fire up, and I think it's going to be like today because we're going to see that extreme heat until the storms form, and once we get that, I think we'll see some gusty winds, possibly a couple of warnings tomorrow, and we'll be watching that carefully. Maybe a few lingering showers overnight, and then as we get into Thursday, I think we get at least some scattered storms back. So that's going to be the theme over the next several days. We're just going to get these waves of scattered showers and storms, probably one tomorrow afternoon and evening, then another scattered wave on Thursday, and then into Friday. You get the theme here. It's just going to kind of happen off and on, and then rain chances slowly start to creep down as that front kind of pushes into the area, and possibly we see that moisture get shoved south a bit. So over the next 7 days, 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. It's going to be widely distributed. There's going to be someone that gets 1/4 of an inch and they think he was wrong. There's going to be someone who gets 4 inches and thinks I was wrong. That's the summer. That's the way it goes. And the general idea is I think you'll see rain. I do think we'll see some scattered stuff the next few days, and chances are pretty high through Saturday, but then those chances do start to pull back. So I know it looks like a lot there with 7 thunderstorm icons, but I left the sun in there to kind of show you what I'm thinking here. I think that scattered storms, some days you see a spritz of rain or nothing, and some days you see 2 inches of rain in a half hour. It's just the way it goes in summer. Low to mid 90s. We should stay away from 100 with these rain chances coming up, and those daytime highs from the mid 70s down to the low 70s. I will be back on live in the morning on my regular shift, and then Tom will be here. He'll be here tomorrow. You were on the beach? All right, I'm a little jealous of that. Although, I don't know. When I was down at Grand Isle, it was so hot. It was like you had to just get out in the water and fish. And, like, I was, like, down surf fishing. I'm, like, up to my shoulders in water because it was just so hot. All right, I'm out of here for today. Have a great one. I'll be live in the morning to update you on the severe threat for tomorrow and let you know what else is going on in the world of weather. I will see you then.